I think it was a good match, a good first match from me. I mean, I was enjoying to being back on the center court, and I think, to playing first rounds in the Grand Slams are always tough, especially with my Paris first round match that I lost. So that's why I was actually just thinking about point by point and trying to finding my rhythm during the whole match.
Yes, it was a really tough match. That's what I expected before the match. He has a good game to play on grass, and he serves really fast, and he moves well from the baseline. But I think he made an easy mistakes in important moment of the match, and I took all the chances to survive, and then I started to play better, and I feel confidence with the results in the end of the match.
Yeah, I did a lot of things well. I have to be happy with just progressing through. Obviously, I would have wished to have more matches on grass leading into this tournament, but I'm happy with the way I dealt with things. I didn't make the most of the opportunities in the beginning of the first set. Sort of felt like a deja vu of 2 weeks ago, but then I really stepped up and did a better job from the rest of the match.
I think it's a fair point, and maybe it should be addressed. Yeah, I think that the new rule that ATP has reinforced allows players who deserve already, who have made it to the Grand Slam main draw, to get what they deserve. But on the other hand, allow someone else to play if they cannot. So I support that kind of rule, and it's really odd that Roger's result and my result more or less was the same when it really happened, and we had a little joke about it in the locker room, and saying that we should maybe play a practice set on the center court just to have the crowd stay, but they had another match moving to center court, so it doesn't happen often really, and I'm sure that the players that have retired as well, it's not like this tournament has a very special place in many players' careers, and just in the history of the sport. There is so much weight behind it, and significance about, and the aura of Wimbledon has always been probably the strongest of any other tournament. So I'm sure that most of the players on the tour, if not all, feel that, and especially if you walk out on the center court, there is a responsibility. I'm sure they try their best, but it is what it is.
Withdrawals in the first round.
How many? How many?
I don't know.
5?
5.
Okay.
Apparently, which seems slightly to have damaged the first few days of Wimbledon. I mean, is there a feeling from you that maybe there are those who are starting games who shouldn't, and doing it for the money rather than for real physical reasons?
So his explanation to me was that he felt too much pain on the serve, maybe on the jump. That's what he told me. I don't know what he told the press, if he has been in yet or not. That's what he told me, and he's just like, it's getting worse. So at that point, obviously, when you're down set in a break and it's getting worse, and he's in pain, I see the point that if you feel like it's getting worse and you can hurt yourself even further, I mean, it is better to stop. The question is always, should they have started the match at all? And that only the player can answer, really, in my opinion. And you hope that they would give up their spot for somebody else, even though they deserve to be in there. But fitness not allowing them, I don't know how much of that has something to play with it. On the ATP level, we have a different sort of a situation, whereas if you can play, you still get your prize money twice a year. So maybe the Grand Slams should maybe adopt some of that, and then maybe we would eliminate at least maybe half of the players, but some of them, maybe something really did happen, and now you're throwing them in the same basket, so that's rough, but I see your point.
Roger also had a similar retirement.
Oh, no, I mean, not really, to be honest, but I came up and I mean, I felt like there was a bit let down from the crowd. You know, they couldn't believe it had happened again, exactly in the same situation. Called the trainer after the set, pulled out at 3-love. It was the same thing. And when I walked up, the chairman said, like, you guys should go and play for another set and a half. I was like, yeah, let me go try for Novak. And I found him in the locker room and I told him maybe we should go out and play another set, obviously. It's not going to happen, but yeah, no, I mean, I feel for the crowd because, you know, they're there to watch good tennis, proper tennis. At least they did see the two of us who gave it all they had. They saw other players, they tried at least, and they put in another match right now in center court, I believe. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that it happened today like this.
Roger, as you know, since Leighton Hewitt in